गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर् साक्षात् परम ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. Hello students, namaste. In the previous video I had explained you about some of the question answers of chapter number 3, fabric to fibers. Today the same chapter long question answers I am going to explain you. First of all, I would like to explain you that whenever I am explaining any question answers, please write the question answers in your science notebook. So as you are writing the question answers in your notebook, you will be not getting loss of education during this COVID-19 lockdown. So I hope all of you are writing question answers. Whatever the question answers, especially I am writing on the board, please write in your science notebook. What happens if you will get all the answers, then during the first term exam or unit test 1, you will not feel any type of difficulties. I have started from chapter number 3. I will go back chapter number 2. I will go back chapter number 1. So during this unit test 1, 2 or 3 chapters will come. So if you cover all the question answers and if you learn all the question answers while staying at home, then this will be benefit for you all. I hope all of you are understanding what I want to say. I want to say that whatever the question answers I am writing on the board, please don't forget to write in your notebook, because these questions are going to be very helpful in unit test 1 examination. So my dear students, let's start our chapter number 3, some long question answers. In the previous video I had explained you about some short question answers. So let's start the long question number 1. How is jute fiber extracted from the jute plant? Yes, in the previous video I had explained you about this in orally, right? Many of you have written or not written in your notebook. So that's why what I have done, I have written this answer at board. So this time you will feel comfortable to write all the question answers very nicely at board. So if you want to write this question answers, then you can write, and after that I will explain you about all these answers. So as you are seeing, the first question is, how is jute fiber extracted from jute plant? And the answer is written, jute plants are usually kept at the flowering stage. A good quality fiber is obtained from plants cut at the flowering stage. After the dry leaves have fallen, the bundles of dry plants are kept in a pond for a few days. During this period, the gummy skin rots out to separate the fibers. This process is called retting. The jute fiber is obtained from the retted jute by hand. I hope all of you have written the first answer. And the second answer is, write the 3 stages of development of clothing material. So there are the 3 stages of development of clothing materials are as following. Stage 1. During this stage, plant fibers such as cotton, flax, nettles and inner bark of trees were used to obtain cloth. Stage 2. During this stage, fibers from animals such as wool, silk were used to obtain cloth. Stage 3. During this stage, man-made or synthetic fibrous materials such as nylon, rayon, polyester, etc. were used to make dress material. I hope all of you are writing the question answers. As you finish the question answers, then I will explain it very nicely. I am giving you 2-minute times to write the answers. If you are not getting answers clearly, then one thing you can do, you can take a screenshot. As you are getting a screenshot, that time you can zoom the answers and you can write it very carefully. I hope all of you are understanding what I mean to say. So can I explain now all the answers, whatever it's written on the board? I hope all of you have written all these 2 answers in your notebook. So let me explain these 2 answers. The first answer, how is jute fiber extracted from the jute plant? Means, first of all, how you get jute from the jute plant. First of all, when jute plant is cut. So first point is written that jute plants are usually cut at the flowering stage. When the jute plant is grown 1 or 2 meter tall, that time it starts flowering. As it starts flowering, that is the best time to cut jute, because that time as the jute plant is cut, it gives a good quality of fiber of jute. So the first point is written on the board that jute plants are usually cut at the flowering stage. You can see here a good quality of fiber is obtained from the plants cut at the flowering stage. Means as we are cutting the jute plants at the flowering stage, so jute gives us a good quality fiber. Now to point number 2. After the dry leaves has fallen, the bundles of jute plant or dry plants are kept in a pond for a few days. During this period, the gummy skin rots out to separate the fibers. This process is called retting. The jute fiber is obtained from the retted jute by hand. The second point wants to say that as the jute plants has cut at the flowering stage, now after cutting this jute fiber at the flowering stage, we have to keep these jute plants into the ponds or rivers. As we keep these jute plants into the ponds or river, their gummy skin removes or it starts rotting, and this process is only called retting because it removes the outer skin. As this process complete, means retting process complete, that time the jute fiber can be separated by the hands. So that's why the jute plant after cutting, it is being kept in a pond or river, especially to remove their gummy skins, and it should be rotted, and that process is only called retting, and the jute fiber which is obtained from the retted jute is specially done by hands. This was our question number 1, long. Now we are moving towards the question number 2, means write the 3 stages of development of clothing material. As in the past tense, means in the early human beings, how they were wearing clothes, in the 17th or 16th century or 18th century, how they were wearing clothes, and today in the 21st century, how we are wearing clothes. So here are the 3 stages of wearing clothes, how it has been divided. So you can see here stage number 1. During this stage, the plant fibers such as cotton, flax, nettles and inner bark of the trees were used to obtain the clothes. Means stage number 1, some of the plants which were giving the fibers like jute, cotton, nettles or bark of the trees. The early human beings were wearing bark of the trees. You may have read in the history subject also that early human beings were covering their body with the help of leaves and the bark of the trees. Right? Now the second stage. The second stage is, during this stage, fibers from animals such as wool, silk were used to obtain the clothes. Means second stage, when the people had started specially cattling means they are starting cattling the pets like sheep or camel, so they can rear their fleece, and they were started making wool, and from that they were started making clothes. Means this stage was the second stage when the human beings were getting a knowledge about the cloth of the fleece of the sheep. Right? Now the third stage, during this stage the man-made or synthetic fibers materials such as rayon, nylon, polyester, etc. were used to make dress material. Means this 21st century you will see not only about the cotton, about the synthetic fibers also nowadays we are using. You may have seen the rayon, nylon, polyester and many more synthetic materials are used to wear a dress. So these was the 2 question answers of long. Now I will explain you about the third question answers. I hope all of you have understand question number 1 and question number 2. Let's start question number 3 and question number 4. As you can see, question number 3 and question number 4, it's written at your board. Question number 3 is, why are the fabrics made from cotton are more comfortable in summer season? Right now summer season is going on. As you can see, we are feeling very hot, and especially your parents and teachers advise you to wear cotton clothes, right? So the question is just related to our health. Why are fabrics made from cotton are more comfortable in summer season? Answer is, cotton is naturally grown fiber. Therefore the fabric made from cotton, it is very better and comparison to other synthetic fiber. For summers, cotton allows better air circulation, which helps in absorbing and removing body moisture caused due to sweat. Cotton also has the capacity of drawing the heat generated by outside atmosphere and our body away from the skin, thus keeping our body dry and cool. What does this answer mean to say? The answer wants to say that first of all, cotton is a naturally grown fiber which is obtained from the cotton plant, and it is specially very much better in comparison to the synthetic fibers. It is very much better. So that's why the cotton is especially comfortable wearing in summer season. Second, cotton allows the air circulation, means cotton allows the airs to come in and go out, which help the property of absorbing and removing sweat from our body. Means as the outside cooling moisture is there, it allows to absorb, and our inside sweat it allows to remove from our body. Cotton also has the capacity of drawing the heat generated by outside of the atmosphere. Yes, cotton can remove the heat also which is generated in the atmosphere and our body away from the skin, thus keeping our body dry and cool. Means as we are getting a sweat, so cotton has a property to removing sweat also, because when you get a sweat, that time your clothes are just, means it is very stick towards your skin. So these things, especially cotton doesn't have a property, it allows these clothes also to be very free, and it removes all the sweat from our body and it keeps our clothes dry and cool. This was our question number 3. Question number 4, why is jute fiber called golden fiber? Question number 4 is, why is jute fiber called golden fibers? Jute is the second most important natural fiber after cotton. Jute fiber has a lustrous and shiny golden color, hence it is called the golden fiber. Jute is biodegradable and does not pollute the environment. As I had informed you about the jute, jute is second most natural fiber which is obtained in the nature after the cotton. Jute has a property of lustrous and golden shiny, that's why it is called golden fiber also. Jute is biodegradable, it can decompose into the soil and it does not pollute the environment. So this was our question number 3 and question number 4. I hope all of you are writing these questions in your notebook, science notebook. It is very, very important for unit test 1. So that's why, dear student, don't forget to write these answers in your notebook. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. If you have not written the answers, then you can take a screenshot and then you can write the answers. If you are having doubt during this question answers, you can drop your doubt into the comment box section. That's all for today. Thank you. Namaste.